Back here on News 19, a big night here in town as 10 new members go into the South Carolina Athletic Hall of Fame. Among the inductees, former Gamecock running back Marcus Lattimore. Boy, if knee injuries don't derail his career, what could have happened? He was named SEC Freshman of the Year and a Freshman All-American. In spite of limited action at USC, he still ranked 6th on the school's all-time rushing list, and he owns the school record with 38 rushing touchdowns and 41 overall touchdowns. A fourth-round draft pick by the Niners, never played it down, retired from football at the age of 23. A member of the Gamecock Athletics Hall of Fame, one of the most beloved players in the history of the school. Marcus Lattimore going into the South Carolina Athletic Hall of Fame. Now, he was unable to attend the ceremony. And the induction ceremonies were held at the Columbia Metropolitan Convention Center. Winsboro's Tyler Thigpen, one of the 10. He played at Fairfield Central High School and Coastal Carolina. A 7th-round draft pick by the Vikings, ended up grinding out a 7-year career in the NFL. He was never high on the draft boards, but boy, it really shows that there are many paths to the NFL and many paths to the South Carolina Athletic Hall of Fame. And Tyler Thigpen, he is one of the new inductees, part of the class of 2024.
I mean, it's certainly been a journey. I mean, as far as, not playing, starting quarterback my sophomore and junior year in high school, to not starting my senior year, to getting a scholarship, to play quarterback at college level, and then, having the success we had. And it took us 9 games my freshman year to throw a touchdown. So, as far as how many NFL quarterbacks do you see that, a lot of these freshman quarterbacks now are up for Heisman trophies nowadays. And, it's certainly been a fun journey, and it's something I wouldn't change for anything. I mean, it's just absolutely been, a blessing, and I'm just happy to be, with my fellow constituents tonight as far as on that stage. I mean, it's just quite an honor. So I'm very excited about it.
The only former Clemson golfer to win a major tournament, Lucas Glover, enters the South Carolina Athletic Hall of Fame. The 2009 U.S. Open champion, the Greenville product, gets the Hall of Fame Hustle Award. He was on the course at Valhalla all weekend, competing at the PGA Championship, and then he leaves for Fort Worth for this week's Charles Schwab Challenge. But in between, he spent a few hours here in town to receive his jacket and plaque. The 6-time PGA Tour winner made time to come to town and make a very heartfelt speech as a member of the South Carolina Athletic Hall of Fame class of 2024.
It's great. Obviously, just unexpected and very honored, humble, thankful, grateful, all of the standard emotions after a night like this.
Former Clemson baseball coach Jack Leggett is inducted. He spent 22 seasons in charge of the Tiger dugout, won 955 games wearing orange, and he made it to Omaha 6 times leading that program. He is currently on Eric Backage's staff in the upstate, assisting with Clemson's player, staff, and program development.
I'm in the Hall of Fame, baby.
Oh yeah, Ivory Latta started at York Comprehensive up by 77, and then she became the all-time leading scorer at North Carolina. She played in 2 Final Fours, and in 2006 she was named National and ACC Player of the Year. She is the all-time leading scorer in the history of South Carolina high school basketball with 4,319 career points. And you think she was excited? I think she was. So congrats to her. Congrats to all of the inductees, the 2024 class of the South Carolina Athletic Hall of Fame. And there were some special awards that were handed out. Clyde Wren receives the Willie Jeffries Ambassador for Sports Award. He returned to USC's football offices in 2016, having worked in the development arm of the Gamecock Athletics Department. He has more than 30 years of high school, college, and professional experience, including years at USC as an assistant athletics director, football recruiting coordinator, and later for high school relations. So Clyde Wren, everybody knows Clyde, and Clyde knows everybody, the Willie Jeffries Ambassador for Sports Award recipient. The Bobby Richardson Sportsmanship Award, named after the Sumter native and former New York Yankees infielder, it goes to George Bennett, a longtime IPTA executive at Clemson. He's a former athletics director at Furman when the Paladins won the 1988 National Championship. He's a native of Columbia. George Bennett, very worthwhile recipient of the Bobby Richardson Sportsmanship Award.